That's awesome.
Welcome to Bar YU Live. And why you? Because it's Bar YU. And you're listening, you're tuning in, you're watching me and Matt. And today's show is a special show. A show especial. Because, anybody remember Where's Waldo? You recall that?
I'm thinking of episode 1.
It's Where's Barry Day. Well, and we hope and pray that he is okay. But we can still talk about him while he's gone.
Sometimes it's kind of fun.
Way.
Yeah, that's actually more fun in some ways.
In a good way.
It is Bar YU Live on Facebook, and it's always interesting to see when and if people log on, check it out, watch it, comment. So we have the added benefit of live music today. I don't know how many people realize that the music that is part of the show is written by and recorded by Brian B. Barrett, and it's particularly catchy if you listen to it much.
But I didn't use this guitar to do it.
No. Is that the house guitar?
That's the Horny Toad house guitar. So
Brian's been tuning this for a while because it needs it.
He doesn't like me.
So here's the thing. I talked with Barry a couple days ago about what he's doing today. And I saw a post online a little over an hour ago where it looks as if he was online, has access to some form of technology. But in all honesty, I don't know if he's in the middle of doing some sort of event work right now. He is at an event, working there with his family. And so we're going to take this opportunity to make sure that those who like, love, follow, are confused by Bar YU get a chance to see what we got, where things are, maybe how to find things. We want you to find what you're looking for and enjoy what you can when we spend the time to make these little shows, these lessons, and talk about our wonderful sponsors and anything else we're doing. So
find what you can.
I'm enjoying it, but I'm also a little distracted by the live music. But keep going, please. No, don't stop. I'm just saying.
Motel 6 and Tom Bodette?
Yeah, I know exactly who it is.
Hi, I'm Brian B. Barrett. Come on down to Bar YU. If you can find Barry, we'll give you some Dublin soda.
So our last live show was in Waco.
We even have a minister on hand to pray for you if you have any needs.
Yes, we do.
Oh, I wasn't kidding. I would not kid about that.
I see that now.
He's just here for the Dublin soda.
So I'm going to dive in. The reason why Barry's not with us today is he is very busy. You can go to barryclower.com, and that is a website. Now, you have to remember how to spell Barry. He spells it with one R, so it's BARYCLOWER.
.com. BarryClower.com.
And you go there, and there's a tab called Schedule. And so you click on that. There it is. Thank you, sir. And you can scroll down a little bit, and you can see where Barry is. Oops. There we go. Scroll back down. And today, Barry, he's at the Thousand Hills Cowboy Church Ranch Rodeo in Woodward, Oklahoma.
That's why you can't get a hold of him, man. He's in the midst of 1,000 hills. Got no signal.
Thousand Hill Cowboy Church Ranch Rodeo. It's this whole weekend. It was yesterday and today. And so I'm sure they had a good time, and they're getting ready to do whatever they're doing today. So he's got the phone number. He's got the information. He's done it before. So if schedules allow, he may call in and say hi.
He may call in and say hello anytime.
I have to feel like I have to be extra careful what I say today since you're going to repeat it in song.
Always be careful when there's a balladeer around.
So,
Just listen for the sound and beware.
I don't know if I can concentrate.
Sorry.
All right.
I'll
No,
give
it's
you
all
some
good, man. Keep going.
contemplative music.
Yeah, no, it's good. So, we just want to give you a little tour of some stuff that you may or may not know about. It's the Barry Clower website. Got a little bit of information on Barry. Not overly self-indulgent. It's just us talking about who he is, if you want to know. He's got the schedule, and then most of it's about the show, Bar YU. So if you go up to the show, you go up to Bar YU on the website, and you can find the overview, and you can find all the episodes. So go ahead and click on episodes for me,
Click
bud.
on the episode, show me what you got.
So there's our little link to one of our sponsors, Santo Ironworks. We always
Santo Ironworks LLC. Call them today.
and they are good guys. We've had them on the show. They've been super supportive. But underneath that, you can start seeing the shows we've done. The most recent ones.
Yeah.
Picking Strings is the most recent lesson show that we did.
Oh, I do remember
And
that.
yeah, Brian didn't know what a picking string was, and Barry,
Never heard of a picking string.
it's a tie down string.
It was incredibly educational, I got to tell you.
I personally thought it was fun when he took that one strand that he took out of the other ones and then made an eye at the end of it and looped it back on itself. That was just kind of cool. I mean, and super practical. But so Barry and Brian go over that. So that's the episode we did most recently. And then underneath that is our most recent live show, which was 2 weeks ago when we were in Waco. And Barry was able to join us not just for the Bar YU live show, but he was also one of our guests on the Texas Big Star live show. So if you don't know about that, Texas Big Star does a live show every Saturday. We'll be doing it here in a little bit. And it is a couple hours long, every Saturday at 11:30. So 2 weeks ago, we were in Waco at an event, our first remote show, and Barry joined us, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, he's generally fun no matter where he is. So not only did we do the Barry Bar YU live show, we also had him on Texas Big Star Live. So those two episodes are there. But if you scroll on down the episode page, you'll see all the episodes we published so far. And so if you haven't spotted those other places, you can do that. But another thing you can find on the website on the Bar YU link is Ask the Professor. And it's a little form that you can fill out.
You don't have to raise your hand. You don't have to take a number and stand in line. You can call anytime. That's what is bestest. Ask the professor.
So it's a form, and you just tell us a little bit about who you are and what your question is. It could be fun, silly. I think one of the questions that was submitted recently is setting Barry up for possibly something a little embarrassing. I don't know. The way it was worded, they didn't leave any information about themselves, but they wanted to know the story behind something. And I'm just kind of curious as to how Barry would respond. But since we don't have him right now, I'm not going to be able to ask him, or Brian won't be able to ask him. But we want to encourage everybody to go and fire off your questions to Barry, and that way we can answer them on the live show. That's the whole idea behind that. So make sure you don't miss that out. And just down at the bottom, scroll down for me real quick. I'm going to make sure everybody sees this part of the, see that submit button? That's real important. Unfortunately, a lot of people get excited about filling out the form. And they're like, I did it. And they don't ever hit that button, and we don't ever know that they did anything. So on the website, you've got that ability to do that. And then the final tab underneath Bar YU is says sponsorship. And so we are talking to a handful of people that are considering being sponsors for the show. In the meantime, if you don't know that you are going to be able to sponsor the show directly, or your company or something like that, but you really like the show and you want to support what we're doing, I highly recommend that you maybe buy a mug. They're not super expensive. TexasBigStar.tv has these online, and I don't think you can play the guitar and pick up a shirt.
But
we also have some nice shirts.
These are nice shirts, folks.
Yeah.
I like some. They
keep
come
playing.
in
Now-
festive summer colors and winter colors.
Now it seems kind of weird that there's not music in the background. So if you know Barry Clower, if you know anything about his background, he loves Ranch Rodeo. I met him and have been involved with him with Ranch Rodeo more than once, and we just love ourselves some Ranch Rodeo. That's what he's doing today.
BarrettClower.com.
So when you got a university, you have an athletic department.
Get your ranch on.
And in this particular case, the lead sport at Bar Y University would have to be Ranch Rodeo. So if you want one of these T-shirts, that's just a good way to say, hey, I watch Bar YU and I like it.
T-shirts a wonderful way to say I love you. Unless, of course, someone doesn't like T-shirts.
So
Who don't like T-shirts? They're the wonderful commodity shirts. T-shirts.
thank you,
Later
Brian.
on, I'll have more content to these tunes. So tune in.
I'm just realizing that the calming effect of your strumming in the background is in stark contrast to the kind of wild, crazy cadence that we normally maintain when Barry's on the phone. there's
Very astute.
there's a level of excitement and engagement that is slightly different than this very, very pastoral feel.
Yeah.
So, we told you about the website, and that's super important. We want you to know about that. It's just a good way. You can send a message to Barry. Just sign up, take a look at that. But a lot of people have been on Facebook, and that's not a new idea. But Bar YU or Bar Y University has a Facebook page, and I was looking this morning. It looks like we're getting close to 700 followers or something like that. So 690 something, 680. But the thing is, if you're not on that already, that's what we're broadcasting on right now. So I don't know how you'd be watching this live, but we record this and then we'll post it on YouTube as well and on his website. So the thing is, that's interesting. I'm looking at Facebook, and it's got a live feed of us showing people on Facebook. So it's like a feedback thing. You see that?
Dream within a dream.
A dream within a dream. So make sure you follow us, and then if you're on Facebook, share this page with other people. It's facebook.com Bar Y University, and we love it when people are on there. You can see what's going on when we go live.
Like it, share the love of Bar YU.
I think you're going to need to, just for my sanity, you may need to do a more upbeat. There we go. Yes. So we've got the Bar YU Facebook page we want you to be aware of. On that, we'll say thank you to our sponsors. Once again, we put some stuff up there before about saying thank you to Santo Ironworks and say Dublin and some other people that are supporting what we're doing. But make sure you check that out. Send us messages. We love those. So finally, if you're not aware of where all of these videos actually reside, where we upload them to, it's YouTube. And we love YouTube. And if you go to youtube.com/Bar Y University, you will end up on the Bar YU YouTube page where all of the videos are posted. And you can see there's the most recent ones are going to be up there. You can just look around and see them all. So if you haven't noticed yet, if you look at the graphics when you look at them, the ones that have the little tiny purple edge to them underneath the logo with Barry's face, those are the live shows. Like the day's show we're doing right now, we'll have that added to it before we upload it to YouTube. And then the ones that don't have that little edge are the lesson shows. And those are where Barry instructs Brian on whatever this lesson is for that day. So we alternate those more or less. And originally, some of the earlier shows, we talked about only doing live shows first and third week, but now we're just doing them when we think we can get Barry. So obviously, we're more successful sometimes than others about doing a live show. But
we don't bat 1,000, but we're close. had to put a baseball thing in there. I don't know why.
And so if you go to BarYU on YouTube, I want to make sure you're familiar with something. Now, what we're going to show you in a second, see if you can zoom in on the subscribe area there, Jake. Since we're logged in as BarYU, it looks a little different. But on any YouTube channel, there's going to be a button that's red that says subscribe. And if you are not already subscribed, it'll be red. You click on it. This one shows that we already are subscribed. But right next to that is a little bell. Jake's going to, there you go. He switched accounts so that we can see what it looks like. So that's what it looks like when you're on the channel. So you want to click on that, and then right next to that, there will be a little bell that pops up. And then if you click on that, there you go. Now, when you're subscribed, it will notify you when a new episode or new show is added to that particular channel. So we want you to be aware of that. If you haven't done that already, maybe get the YouTube app on your phone. A lot of people watch things on their phone. And so the BarYU YouTube channel is something that a lot of people don't know of. So when we look at those videos on Facebook, unless it was something we streamed directly to Facebook originally, we're probably embedding stuff from YouTube. So go check those out. You can share this with your friends as well. It just kind of depends on how you like to get to the stuff you like. I don't know if you guys can whistle, but I can't. So every time he kicks into this, I'm a little bit impressed because I just couldn't do it.
It makes Matt depressed sometimes. I can whistle, he only cries. He cries.
So, we got another episode coming out next week, and we'll want you to be looking for that. It'll be something you can learn. We're just trying to figure out, where everybody is today, and that happens sometimes. But we're here, and just for those who are involved with the show and follow it, we want to encourage you to send us some messages, send us some love, some questions, suggestions, all that kind of stuff. So thank you very much for being with us today. It looks like we're not going to be hearing from Barry. Let's kind of holding out hope.
Holding out hope for Barry. Holding out hope and a rope with a lasso saying, where did he go? Holding out hope for Barry to show. He didn't show, but that's okay. It's his show. He can do what he wants.
He can do what he wants.
Sing yourself into a corner.
Well, the thing is,
after all, it's his show.
It's interesting to me because having done enough of this kind of stuff, you never know.
You never know.
I'm telling you, there's going to be at least a couple of people who think this show is funny just because they're watching us do what we're doing right now, kind of going,
there's an entertainment value that's here.
It's kind of a train wreck thing.
Embrace it.
It's not a train wreck.
Don't erase it. Oh, that's right. Everything's up in the cloud digitally anyway. It can't be erased.
So, I want to do something that is particularly self-indulgent. Do you want to say thank you for me not leaving you completely by yourself on the show today?
Matthew, thank you for never leaving me alone. Matthew, where would I be?
No. I'm sorry I brought it up. You do not need to go there. My point is,
like that singing.
Is that this guy, if anybody could just wing it in front of a camera by himself, he could pull it off. But he's a friend, and I figured it would be less painful if.
It's. I enjoyed. This is fun. This is this may be a thing now.
I sure hope it isn't. You're doing fine. I think people want more Barry Clower.
It's his show. It's a Barry Clower show.
So if this isn't doing it for you right now, I get it. Go watch one of the other episodes you haven't seen yet because they're pretty good. And even people I know are really, really good ranch hands, been in the rural living their whole life. They know stuff. even they have mentioned to me, they're like, hey, that was kind of interesting. I never thought of that. Or just, it's educational. It's supposed to be fun and educational. That's the whole point. But you got to watch them. And so if you haven't seen them all, I want to encourage you to go check those out.
Check them out. Check them out.
And at this point, we're proving something to you. We're proving to you that we're here. We're doing the thing. We want you to be part of that. Sometimes that thing is different than other times. But we're here, and we're dedicated to be here, and that's not changing. And so look for our shows every week. We do a live show, or we publish a new lesson. So after a year, they're going to be 52 of something up there. So I don't have anything else that I can think of. Don't forget, TexasBigStar.tv. You can find out where to get the wonderful Bar YU mugs.
Pick yourself up a Bar Y
It's fun.
University mug.
Got the T-shirts. Ranch Rodeo.
Get yourself a Ranch
And,
Rodeo T-shirt. Hey there, bud.
That's
T-shirts and mugs.
TexasBigStar.tv. The website talks about the other shows we're doing. At the very top of it is Bar Y University. That's Barry. Scroll on down a little bit, and there you go. There's a Ranch Rodeo shirt. We are going to try to make it easier for you to pick different sizes and colors, but for right now, just let us know you want one or two or five or whatever you want, and we will get them to you the best we can. There's the mugs. If you buy them in quantity, you get better prices. If you buy a dozen of them, you get a better price. You can get a dozen mugs for under $70, and those are fantastic. Actually, 29 times 12, that would be a lot of mugs. So
29 times 12. I'm not even gonna try.
that's not our thing. So check that out. Hope you can find it. If you have any questions, let us know. We'll help you work through that. But as you know, we're going to be here every week. And thank you very much for joining us. Brian, would you like to wrap us up? There you go. I don't think he can talk while he's whistling. I mean, everybody knows you're talented, but that... So, post-production. We'll get you talking over that in a little bit.
Thank you for tuning in to Bar YU Live. Come back again. That's no jive.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. See you next week. Watch some episodes. Let us know what you're thinking. We appreciate all the encouragement we've been getting in the personal messages, online, in person. Hey! Way to go, bud.
Bye, y'all.
Good job. Yeah, we need to leave now.